The area of a triangle, fair to say, is P, which is minus K1, Q, which is 0, 3, and R, which is 2K minus 1, is 8 square units. Find two values of K. First of all, write down your formula, because this is the exercise we're in. It's the area of a triangle formula. Whatever this is, its answer has to be 8. Okay. Secondly, we have 3 points. We need to convert one of the 3 points into 0, 0. Now we can do it 2 ways, but I suppose the easiest way to do it would be to just put 0, 3 down to 0, 0. What's the rule then? It's minus 3 to y. Take away 3 from the y values, and what we get here is minus k, and we're going to get minus 2, and the other one's going to be 2k minus 4. Then also we have next is x1 and y1, which is going to be minus k and minus 2, and then we have x2 and y2. Okay, we're going to put them in. We're going to get a half x1 y1, which is going to be minus k minus 4 minus x2, which is 2k minus 2, close brackets, okay, equals 8. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. What am I doing that for? To get rid of the half. Multiply both sides by 2, get rid of the half. Now I'm going to get 4k plus 4k equals 16. Then I'm going to get the modulus of 8k equals 16. I'm going to reread the question. Values, not value. Okay? So there's 2 values that will do the trick. Inside the brackets I can have 16 or minus 16. What 2 numbers what causes k to turn into 8k to turn into 16? And what causes it to turn into minus 2 or minus 16? Minus 2. Now there is another way. Square both sides. If you square both sides, you're going to get 64k squared equals 16 squared. What's 16 squared? I think it's 256 maybe? 256, okay? Now, 256 divided by 64? It should be 4. Yeah. K squared equals 4, and then we get another way, k equals plus or minus 2. Same thing, is that alright? Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to move on to the next question, which is going to be question 19. A bit harder. Excuse me. Now, for this one here, okay, A is 1, 3, B is minus 3, 1, C is 5, minus 2, P is minus 1, 1, Q is minus 7, R is 1K, or 6 points. If K is greater than 0, and the area of the triangle ABC equals the area of the triangle PQR, find the value of K. Okay, in this question, I got to put this part here together and this part here together. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do 2 separate triangles here, okay? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to move A from 1, 3 to 0, 0. And what that does is means minus 1 to X and minus 3 to Y. I got to repeat the same trick with the other 2. Okay, so what do I get for B and C when I do this? Anybody?
Minus 4, minus 2.
Minus 3. Oh, sorry, minus 2, sorry. Minus 2. Next one?
Minus 4,
minus 5. Okay, do the rule. A half x1, y2 minus x2, y1. Okay. Sorry, that's not minus there, that's just x2, y1. Okay, plug in your numbers and see what do we get. Okay, so it's going to be a half multiplied by, we still haven't assigned x1, y1, x2, y2. Here we are here. So it's going to be 4 minus 4 multiplied by minus 5. And then the other one's going to be 4, what's that, minus 2? Okay, it's half of 28, which is going to be 14. The area has to be equal to 14. Then you go to the blue side, or sorry, not the blue side, the other triangle. Okay, and So that's all the workings on that one done on the left. Now I'm working on the right with the this information here. Okay, so which one we want to send? I'm actually, to mix this up a little, ideally you'd put P or Q to 0, wouldn't you? Because there's no letters involved. But for practice sake, I'm going to put R to 0, 0. Now here's how you put R to 0, 0. You don't make a mistake when you do this, you just add in more K's, okay? So here's what you gotta do. Minus 1 to X and minus K to Y. Now look what happens here. And this is very important that you learn how to do this, because sometimes they can ask you a question where maybe 2 of them will have K in them and you'll have to do it anyway, okay? So you have minus 1, 1. And what you get this time is, take away 1 to X, you get minus 2. Take 1 away from K away from 1, 1 minus K. Next one is Q, which is 9, 7. Take 1 away from it, we get 8. Take K away from 7, we get 7 minus K. Now we're at X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Use the same formula as last time. We're going to get a half the modulus of X1, which is minus 2, multiplied by Y2, which is 7 minus K. And then the other one's going to be minus 8 bracket 1 minus K. Yeah, it's okay. 1 minus K, it's alright. Now, what we get here, guys, is this. We're going to get a half minus 14 plus 2K. And then we're going to get a minus 8 plus 8K. And what we're going to get is a half of, 10K minus 22. Now, because we did this, I think we made it harder than it had to be. Okay? So, but nonetheless, you can still get there. It's 14, right? Multiply both sides by 2. And we get 10K minus 22 equals 28. Now what can we do to both sides? Square both sides. Now there's actually 2 ways of doing it. I'll show you the first way. The first way is this can be either minus 28 or plus 28. Would you agree with that? Because minus 28 and plus 28 give the same answer of 28. So you can do it this way. 10K minus 28 equals 10K minus 22. 10K minus 22 equals 28. Bring the 22 out the other side and you get 10K equals 50K equals 5. The other way of doing it would have been to do the exact same thing, except this time you would have got 10K plus 22 equals 28. 10K equals 28 minus 22, which is 6. K equals 6 over 10, which is the same thing as 3 over 5. That's actually a quicker way. Now the safe way that probably 8 out of 10 students do would be this. Okay, you go back to where we were, and what some people might have done instead, this is all from the algebra chapter, there's a full chapter on moduluses, okay? Square both sides. We get 28 squared equals 10K minus 22 squared. Okay? So we would write down 10K minus 22, 10K minus 22. Can somebody be active with a calculator for me? What's 28 squared?
784.
784, okay. I know 10K by 10K is 100K squared. I know the middle will be... Will somebody just do 22 squared for me?
484.
484? Plus 484. Okay. Now, what we can do now is bring everything over one side and we get 100K squared minus 440K. Bring the 784 over the other side. What's 484 minus 784? Minus 300. Okay, straight from the get-go, we know that the zeros will cancel, divide by 10. Now we know that they're all even numbers, divide by 2. And now we're stuck here at this spot. Okay, we're stuck here. Okay, next thing. Reference number 5 times minus 15. Minus 75. Okay, it's alright. Pick numbers that divide into 75. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 multiplied by 15, is that it? Yeah, pick another one.
3 and 24.
That's the one. 3 and 25. One of them has to be plus, one of them has to be minus. So it's going to be minus 23 plus 3. 5k squared plus 3k minus 25k minus 15 equals 0. Pay attention. K into 5k plus 3 minus 5. Yeah, 5 into 5k plus 3 equals 0. It's exactly the same answer we got the other way. K minus 5 into 5k plus 3 equals 0. K therefore equals 5. Did I get minus 6/10 or plus 6/10?
Has to be greater than 0. Plus. Because k is greater than 0 on the question.
Sorry?
Because k is greater than 0 on the question.
Alright. But still says find the value of k, it's singular, so I got minus 6/10 the last time around, so yeah.
Copy the answer.
No. K equals 5 is the right answer.
Yeah.
And the other answer doesn't work. So 5k equals minus 3. K equals minus 3 over 5. If anybody remembered how I got 3 over 5. Now guys, it's very obvious to say that the other way was a lot faster. But it's a case of you remembering how to do that. So one more time, okay? The other way was, what was it? 10k minus 22. Look at the difference in length, guys. 10k minus 22 equals 28. And what we said is, that means 10k minus 22 is either equal to 28 or minus 28. That's it there. Okay? So 10k, we forgot to change to minus 28, so it's minus 6. K equals minus 3 over 5. And k in this one will be equal to 50. K equals 5. There's our two answers. There's only one correct answer because it has to be bigger than 0. Okay, there's no doubt which one's the faster one, isn't there? Okay. Alright guys.